everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to study about the principle of superposition of charges. In previous video we have studied about the Coulomb's law, means how to calculate the force between two charges. That we know, if there are two number of charges, if we want to calculate the force, then we will use the Coulomb's law. But if there are more than two number of charges, then how to calculate the force between those charges? So our answer is, we can calculate the force by using the principle of superposition of charges. So using this principle we can calculate the net force on any one particular charge because of all the charges. So let's start how to calculate. So now first say here, first we will take 1 plus q1 charge, one here q2 charge, two charges we have taken. So the distance between these two charges is r. So first one charge we will call it as the first charge, and this q2 charge we will call it as the second charge. So these are the two charges. Between the two charges the distance is r. So if we want to calculate the net force on the second charge, okay, the net force on the second charge, how to calculate? So the net force on the second charge can be calculated as force on the second charge because of the first charge. Force on the second charge because of the first charge. So if we want to calculate the force between these two charges, then how to calculate? Force on the second charge because of the first charge is equals to force on the first charge because of the second charge. These two are equal but opposite in direction. If we want to calculate the net force on the second charge, F2, then it can be calculated as force on the second charge because of the first charge. We can calculate using the Coulomb's law. We have calculated this one, net force. So now here one q1 charge is there, here one q2 charge is there, and here one q3 charge is there. Now three number of charges are there. Here if we want to calculate the net force on this charge, net force on the second charge, then how to calculate? So this is also applying force, means this q1 charge is also applying some force on q2, and q3 is also applying some force on q2 charge. If we want to calculate the net force on this charge, then what to do? So net force on the second charge can be calculated as force on the second charge because of the first plus force on the second charge because of the third charge. So F23 can write, means we have to do vector addition of all the forces. Suppose if another one charge q4 is present, then this charge will also apply force on this q2 charge. So net force will becomes F24, force on the second charge because of the fourth charge. So this is how we will calculate the net force on any particular charge. So now another one thing, if the force between these two, initially if there are no other charges, only q1 and q2 is there, if the net force between these two charges is 10 Newton, for example 10 Newton, if you introduce this q3 and q4 charges, then whether this force will be changed or it will be same? So our answer is, this force is unaffected by the third charge or the fourth charge. If you introduce any number of charges, but this force will be remain constant between the two charges. This force will not be affected by the third charge, okay? But the net force on this charge will be different, because this is also applying force, this charge is also applying force, and this charge is also applying force on this charge. So the net force will be different, but the force between these two will be remain same. The force between these two will be remain same, force between these two charges will remain same, but the net force will be different. Understood? Okay, next we will solve some polygon type numericals. So by solving those numericals you can understand the concept, how to apply the principle of superposition. What is that actual concept you can understand by those solving those problems. So we will solve some problems. So come, let's start. So here we will take polygon type numerical. Polygon type numericals. So So now consider one equilateral triangle. Here this is one equilateral triangle, and here we have taken one plus q charge. Here we have placed one plus q charge, and all these three charges are similar charges. Similar charges means all these having same magnitude and same charges. So next, if it is an equilateral triangle means all sides are equal and all angles are also equal. So now we will name it as A, this is B, and this is C. So calculate the net force at point C. Calculate the net force at the point C. So how to calculate? So now this is the charge at the C point. So this is positive charge and this is also positive charge. This charge will also apply force and this charge will also apply force on this charge. So if these two are positive charges, then these two will repel. They will repel, means this force will be like this. So this force can be written as force on the second charge because of the A charge. Okay. Next, these two are also positive charges. So these two will also repel. So this is the direction of force on the C because of which charge? B charge. Okay. Now these two forces we have to add. Force is a vector quantity, so we have to do the vector addition. So these two vectors we have to add. So to add these two vectors, first we will calculate this force. What is the force on the C because of the B charge? So this force if you want to calculate, then what is our Coulomb's formula? F is equals to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Here these two are the point charges. So if you want to calculate the force, how to calculate? Or else if you are calculating this force means you have to consider these two charges. These two charges and the distance is A. These two charges and the distance is A. Force on the C because of B means this charge and this charge we have to take. K is constant, Q and Q. Divided by distance is A square. So this can be written as K into Q square divided by A square. So now we will calculate for this one. Force on the C because of A equals to K. Here this is charge is Q and this charge is Q. So we will take it as Q square. Distance is A. So we will take it as A square. So this is the force on C because of A. Now we have calculated these two forces. Now you see these two are having same. So we will call it as F. Both forces will take it as F. Now how to calculate the resultant? So if you want to calculate the F net, then what is our formula? In vector addition, what we have studied? F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. This is our formula. Okay, in vector addition you have studied this formula, how to add two vectors. So this is the formula. So now we will calculate F net is equals to, here both forces are same, so we'll take it as F. So square root of F square plus F square plus 2 F into F cos theta. How much you will take? How much is this angle? If it is an equilateral triangle means all angles are how much? 60 degree. So this angle is also how much? 60 degree. So here we will take it as cos 60 degree. Next, F net is equals to square root of F square plus F square will be 2F square plus 2F square. Cos 60 value is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So this 2 and this 2 is cancelled. So F net is equals to square root of 2F square plus 1F square will be 3F square. So F net can also be written as root 3 into F. So or else this F net can be written as root 3. F value is how much? F value is K into Q square divided by A square. So here we will write it as K into Q square divided by A square. So this is our final answer. So another one thing you have to remember, if two vectors are equal in magnitude suppose if this and this force, these two vectors are equal in magnitude, means the resultant will always bisect this angle. Bisect means this angle will be divided into two equal parts, 30 degree and 30 degree. So this angle will this vector will always bisect this angle if these two vectors are equal in magnitude. Okay, so next we will take another example, means we will solve another problem, then you can understand the concept. Okay, so now we will take another problem. So now again you take one equilateral triangle. On this equilateral triangle, here minus q charge I have taken, here plus q charge, and here also plus q charge. In previous example we have taken all the similar charges, here all are similar charges, but here we have taken one negative charge. So now we will call it as A, this corner as A and this corner B and this one is C. Now if we want to calculate the net force on the point A, calculate net force at point A. If you want to calculate the net force at this point A, then how to calculate? So here this is one charge, three charges are there. So this charge will also apply force and this charge will also apply force. So we want to calculate the two charge, means we have to add these two forces. So now this is negative charge, this is positive charge. Positive negative, what they will do? They will attract. So the force will be like this, means they are attracting. So the force direction will be like this. So this which force? Force on the A charge because of what? B charge. Okay, and here this is minus and this is plus. Here also attractive force. So this force will be like this. Force on the A because of C charge. So now we have to calculate these two forces. So now first we will take force on A because of the B charge. Force on A because of B charge. How to calculate? K, again we will apply Coulomb's law. K into Q, both are having same magnitude, so we will take it as Q square. Distance is A, because it is a equilateral triangle, all sides will be equal. So K into Q square divided by A square. So next, force on A because of the C charge. Force on the A because of C charge can be calculated as K. Charge is how much? Q and Q. Q square divided by distance is A square. So again these two are same. So we'll call it as F, net force. So F net is equals to square root of F square plus F square plus 2F into F cos. Theta value how much will take? Theta value will be, here also it is 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree, all angles are 60. So I will take it as cos 60 degree. Square root of 2F square plus 2F square multiplied by cos 60 value is 1 by 2. 2 will be cancelled. So 2F square plus 1F square will be square root of 3F. So in place of F we can substitute this value. So net force will be written as F net is equals to root 3. F value is how much? K into Q square divided by A square. K into Q square divided by A square. So this is our final answer. So this is our net force at this point A. Okay. Now how to calculate the resultant direction of the resultant force? These two are the vector forces and these two are having same magnitude. So the resultant will always bisect this angle. So this is our F net. This angle will be 30 degree and this angle will be 30 degree. So this is how we will calculate the net force on any one particular charge. So next we will take one square. So now here we have taken one square. Here all four sides are equal. Square means also all sides are equal. So plus q charge, plus q charge, plus q charge, and here we will take one minus q charge. Okay. So now this side we will take it as A, B, C and D. So now if we want to calculate the net force at this C point, calculate the net force at point C. Calculate the net force at point C. You can try this also. So now here this is the C charge. On this C, how many forces are acting? This B is also acting, A is also acting and D is also acting. So here three charges are applying force on this charge. So here how to calculate net force? So consider these two charges, plus and minus. How they will attract? Means they will attract means this direction of force will be like this. So this is the force on C because of which charge? B charge. Okay. Next, this charge is also applying force, positive, negative, they will attract. So this is the direction of force. So force on the C because of D charge. Now this is also applying force. So this is the direction of force on C because of A charge. Now we have to add all these three forces. Here three forces we have to add. So first how to add means we will take this force and this force. We will add these two forces first. Whatever answer we get, that answer we have to add with this third force. Okay. In vector addition, how we will do? If these two are the vectors, then we have to add these two vectors. Whatever answer we are getting, that answer we have to add with this third vector. If this is our third vector and resultant also will get in the same direction, we have to add these two vectors. Means first two vectors, whatever we get answer, that we have to add with the third vector. So first we will calculate this force. So force on C because of the B charge. Again we will use Coulomb's law. K into, here both charges are same, Q square. Distance is how much? A. Next, force on the C because of D. Force on the C, D because of D is equals to, again constant, same charges, Q square. Distance is A. Okay. Now these two forces are same, so we will represent it as F. Next we will take this force. Okay. So first we will add these two forces. If we want to add these two forces, F net is equals to square root of F square plus F square plus 2 F cos theta value. Theta value will be how much? Theta value will be 90 degree. So cos 90 square root of F square will be 2F square plus this whole value will become 0 because cos 90 is 0. So root 2 into F square. So it will be root 2F. Okay, root 2F. Next, after that we will calculate this force. Force on the C because of the A charge is equals to K. Both charges are same, Q square. Here distance will be how much? This diagonal. How to calculate this diagonal? By Pythagoras theorem we can calculate the diagonal. So this diagonal will be A root 2. How much? A root 2. So here A root 2 whole square is equals to K into Q square divided by A square 2. Okay. Now this force and this force we have to add. So we will calculate here. F net is equals to force on C because of B plus force on C because of D plus force on C because of the A charge. Okay, this is our calculation. So F net is equals to these two forces. How much we got? Root 2 into F. See here, F net, if we are adding these two forces, we have got the answer root 2 F. So root 2 F value, how much you can write? F value we can write it as k into q square divided by a square. K into q square divided by a square plus, how much we got answer here? K into q square divided by a square 2. So now F net is equals to, in both the cases what is common? K q square by a square is common, so we'll write it as outside, k q square by a square root 2 plus 1 by 2. So this is the net force on the C point, at the C point, because of all the charges. So this is how we will solve the problems using the principle of superposition of charges. If only 2 point charges are there, then we can apply the Coulomb's law. If there are more than 2 number of charges, then we will use the principle of superposition of charges. So this is all about the principle of superposition. So in next video we will solve few more problems based on this, and we will solve different okay, stay tuned.